Okay, so this week's video, a bit of a mixed bag this week. Been doing a few bits and bobs, different types of things, which I'm sure some will say, why don't you just finish one thing and not others? But I like to keep it interesting, and also they all need doing anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference to me. So basically, been doing some more work on this. You can see it's all been sanded back now, roughly the right sort of shape. Got to do some work at the top of here, underneath that section, basically to get it all filled back in again, because it's sort of cut out and a bit more hollow than it probably should be. Obviously everything's changed shape wise here, and it's sort of gone back further so you can see more. So that needs looking at, and obviously the this piece here needs to sort of come out to follow the lines and be around there. The thing itself, it was in one piece if you remember the last video, or was it one before that, I can't remember. It broke slightly when I was messing about with it, but it doesn't really matter too much to be fair, because it needed to change shape anyway, as it turns out. So I've had to cut a bit of section out of there anyway, just to get it matching up right. So obviously this does go sort of higher up there, and sits properly, and then that one goes a bit further down there, be spread out nicely and fiberglassed again. So that will be one piece soon again. That's why that tablet's out, just because I need to do some work on that. But I've been doing some filler work around the bottom of here. This section wasn't fitting quite right from when it changed. I don't know if I can get in here really, but that now is fitting pretty well now down there. That fits nicely against the side of the tablet. That's looking quite good. It's all sanded back and fitting well as it should be. Everything else, I've also been working on, let's go around this side, been working on this bottom piece here. So I've been shaping, so I need to be able to get to the bolts to put the sub on. There's going to be bolts coming through from the back anyway, so they'll basically come from the back to the front, then the sub will go onto the bolt, and there'll be a nut on the top on the end. But I've still got to get it past this section to fit it on. So what I've done, I've cut back here slightly, which it was back anyway, but it was just all very jagged and a bit of a mess. So all this has been taken back. I've still got some bit of smoothing work and stuff to do on here, but obviously that doesn't really matter till the subs go in really. But this is going to be pretty tidy after that. So the actual lines itself are pretty good. They go all the way up there, and I've just got to fill in a little bit in there because it's gone back slightly too far than it probably should have done. Doesn't really matter too much. I'll fiberglass that. I'm also going to be doing, right, okay, we'll do this bit. I've put two pieces of wood here, you might have noticed. So where this sits currently, this basically goes in and then sort of judders out. No good really. So I've put these two pieces in there just to bolster it a little bit, just to sort of bump it up basically sort of height wise. And then there's going to be some fiberglass going along there to make it a nice corner again, all the way along there, all the way along there, into the corner, and all the way along there. And that will then carry on over there. It's going to go over these wires, which is for the edge amp. This goes to the speaker pods, which obviously I've only got one on this side, there's four on the other side, but I will have all four of these done by the end of this week, I'm hoping. And fiberglassed in, that's the plan. And then I'll also be doing some fiberglassing across here, along there, so it'll be nice and smooth, filled in to meet this. So it'll sort of go up very slightly, like a bit of a raise, and then down again the other side to be exactly the same. So that'd be good. I've also been working on that side over there. In fact, I may as well go over there because it'd be easy to show you. In the meantime, on the way through, I'll show you this, the door. So I've been doing work on the trim. Obviously the tablets are not in the right positions at the moment. They're not on the backing plates, but they will be. And this door, I'm hoping, will be finished by the end of this week, all being well, or at least put together properly and near enough there by the end of this week. All that will be fitted and all the tablets looking good and clean, ideally, because they're all covered in tape. So yeah, this side I've done the final filler layer. Let's try and get in here. Final filler layer on this. Well, it might actually be final to be honest, but it'll be near enough final. So that'll basically be flatted back, and then any little minor imperfections will be sorted out. But you can see where that's heading. I've also done this as well, this section, this whole area up there, that's all filled. That's just first layer, but you see where that's going with that as well. Same up here, there. I've done some more work on this because it wasn't fully right. I'd actually missed a big piece inside. Try and get in there. I missed a big piece inside, so basically this is all now filled. It's going to be looking exactly the same to the sides. I'll be all sanded back on this piece here to make it flat. Same down here, this will be nice and flat. I've got to take this piece back very slightly, basically because you can't get to the sub. When the sub hole goes in there, obviously there's got to be room, so I've got to cut this back very slightly because it's gone a bit too far, but that's a nice easy 2-minute job. I'll do that this week as well. So yeah, this will all be flatted back. It's all covered in black stuff because I've been cutting through the what's it called, flash band stuff through there. Look a sound deadener basically, which to be fair I'm not really using anymore, but I had to cut through that and it goes everywhere, all over my face and all over the place. So yeah, I've been doing a bit of work on that. I've also been doing some work on this door. So this was all fiberglass in ages ago, but it was all hanging off and stuff because I've had to fiberglass upside down, been a bit of a nightmare. This is going to try and emulate the other side. It's not quite the same shape yet, but this piece here is going to obviously come around a nice curve, the same as the other side. And then there's going to be 2 PS5 pads in there, so one there, one there. So I'm going to make the piece to hold the pads in. Got to think about that a little bit as to how I'm going to do that, but that should be nice. They'll be like an angle type thing, so sort of there and there, so it should look quite nice. And obviously then I can carry on fiberglassing it and putting various bits and bobs together. This is the easy door really. I might even just take it a bit further in this side rather than bring it out, because the other door's thinner. It's only about this thick, so I might just take it sort of slightly in a bit. I'm not sure yet, but either way it'll look very similar to the side, and I'll get the other piece done. So yeah, there we go. Oh, I've also had a bit of a tidy up inside, not outside. You can see a bit of state still, there's bits everywhere. But inside there's a lot tidier in here. It'll be the same on this side, so this will be fiberglass the same and filled obviously to that same level. This side is where all the cables go underneath there, so I can't actually do a full filled in section like it is over there, but there'll be like a wooden section that goes over that and then comes off for access basically. And then basically there's going to be as well some more wood, same as what I did with the little wooden blocks before. A couple of wooden blocks in here, so this can basically smooth round and go like that, because I don't like the shape of this. So it sort of goes inwards and then sits there. It doesn't look good really, does it? So that's gonna be nice and smooth. So it's gonna come round here into that. So I'll put some wooden blocks in there, in that sort of area, fiberglass over that, and then go from there and tidy all that up basically around the corner. So that'll be done as part of the fiberglassing session. So plenty of fiberglassing to do this week. Plenty of stuff to work to do on the door as well, so that'll be looking good. I'll do another video at probably the end of next week in that case, and see how much I've done.